Hello, everybody. Chris Wood here. Welcome to my channel, anybody that might tune in. I was hoping I would not have to come back on and done another one of these, but I have to because I am getting something pumped through my head, especially right here in my temple area. The back part of my head on my right side, my skull has been completely split. I have a video showing where it was split into different sections as well. And I have lots of pictures to show my skull split in different sections as well, and it was not done by me. Regardless of what you think, Dr. Tatiana V, the one that called me, accused me of being a suicidal self harmer, I want you to prove your fucking words because that is not true in any way, shape, or form. The ones that cast the lies against me about being on drugs and everything else, I want you to prove your fucking words because it prevented me help and proof. The ones that have cast their lies against me about long criminal records and histories and psychological records and histories, and none of it's true. And you need to prove your words. This identity theft to me is done. The deforming to me is done. After 3.5 years, I have proven my crimes, and Lennox and Ennington Hospital is involved with this. I'm a revenge, retaliation, identity theft, human traffic, sex slavery, trafficking, revenge, retaliation, kidnap, sex assault, false arrest, medical blacklist, discrimination victim because I spoke police crimes. And as a result, my mother was also stalked and murdered. Damage has been done. Tyler Lake, Jason Van Alstyne, Blair Hardy, Billy Waldridge, a wanted harbored inmate who OPP will not arrest because it will prove that they've been harboring inmates. Human sex trade, slavery, trafficking, children to pedophiles, adults to sex offenders. All feeling in my head is gone. Damages are done. I'm Chris Wood. I live Dundas Street in the town where I live. If anything happens to me, it will not be suicide. It will not be by self done. It will be homicide, no matter what kind of lies and bullshit are, cast against me. Just before I started doing this, I felt like I was actually being fucking drugged. I'm getting something going through my damn arms. I'm getting shit going through my chest. I'm getting stuff going through my head. And like I said, right now, I am being broadcasted through from Arnhem from Dale Hartwick. So, but one way or another, everybody involved, Billy Waldridge, Blair Hardy, Tyler Lake, Jason Van Alstyne, and everybody else, OPP Spencer Mills 14716, Staff Sergeants, years 2019, 2021, ex-chief, year 2019, before he left, had me shot. Shannon Cork, laughing in my face over me telling her to arrest her boss when he walked by when she was at my previous address, telling me to file a report, knowing it would have done no good. It would have been burnt up, tore up. I know different. I know better, especially when she's involved. And then he went on to stalk and kill my mother, but he was also calling her mom as well when he was doing it. So 3.5, close to 4 years come July, August. I've been going through this, and all because I spoke police crimes. So I have no feeling left in my fucking head. None. No stimulation in my head. I haven't for a long time from being injured 24/7. Even in my damn sleep, I get this, and I haven't really been sleeping that much because of being injured. One half of me will sleep, the other half of me will be wide awake. So my lungs on my lung on my right side is completely damaged. I no longer have any feeling in it. I even have to take inhalers that do no good. I even have to take this shit, and it does no good. It don't help at all because it feels heaviness in my chest, and I can't even feel my lung on my right side. That happened to me actually the day I was kicked out of the hospital. Compliments of CEO Wayne Coveyduck. And that was done to cover crimes up that they're guilty of criminally and negligently. Dr. Barton laughing in my face over being sodomized after it happened, me going there to report it and him thinking it's a big joke because it was by OPP and Billy Wooldridge. Dr. Pritchard trying to have me committed for having it happen because I'm a man, I'm a 50-year-old man, and because who it was done from. In an attempt to also cover it up, I was not also checked for that because I was not believed, but I did have proof. I even went there with my bloody underwear, gross as that is, from being damaged. So, and I was told that proves nothing without even checking anything. So, me being rushed to the hospital by ambulance, and and then being kicked out twice as soon as the ambulance drivers left, kicked out twice. Told that they have a note allegedly that I am not supposed to be there. I have known nothing from them stating that. Nothing legally, nothing from them in any way, shape, or form. So they're actually guilty of having me falsely charged, and that's because of me trying for 3 years with proof to try to get it done to them for what they've been doing to me and what they've been involved in criminally. The medical treatment refusals, being called a retard, being called crazy, and being treated like a piece of shit. And then I would walk out. And then when I would walk out, it was being made to look like I was refusing treatment. And that's not the case. I'm not going to be treated like a piece of shit and be belittled by doctors who think that they can. So this is Napanee, the police, and the hospital. They're little inmate, drug fed, co offending pieces of shit, human trafficking, sex trade, slavery trafficking, pedophile, identity thieves, financial thieves, garbage is what they all are. I've been going through this for 3.5 fucking years because of me speaking of police crimes. Even a justice of the peace making accusations stating I was high on marijuana and hallucinating being sodomized. While she looked like she just got finished railing a big line of cocaine and smelt of alcohol at 10 o'clock in the morning. Not making any accusations, but she sure the hell did. And then wanted me to do statements against police while having a cop stand behind me for intimidation. I don't think so. I had to tell the guy I did not want him there and I was in fear of my life because I was making statements against police for crimes. And then she made the accusation about me being high on marijuana and hallucinating that happening. So I don't fucking think so. I don't have hallucinations. I don't hear voices. I'm certainly not schizophrenic. I don't have imaginary friends. I'm not delusional. I have no delusions. I don't think I'm somebody I'm not. I'm not paranoid. I don't think the world's out to get me. I don't think because somebody's walking behind me that they're following me. But at the same time, I have this being used on me, and it's being done through the R&M, which I have proven is police and military tech, and not a lot of people are aware of it. It's been in use since the 60s, and it's designed for the central nervous system. That's I have proven, and also for illegal invasive surveillance to see through a person's eyes, to hear through a person's ears. And not a lot of people are actually aware of this technology and its existence. Excuse me, a little tongue tied there. But that is how I am being deformed. That is how I am being mentally injured. That is how I am going through my identity theft and changes from the EMFs and radiation this stuff causes. My skull is being softened from the inside out. I have stuff also, something that comes up under my tongue. I was at the dentist and they even seen something and told me to go to the hospital because they were concerned. And I told them I could not go to the hospital because it would do no good. So luckily, I am still waiting for an oral surgeon because I have urine coming up also in my mouth and it goes through my head, through my temple area. When I eat, my food goes to the right side of my body, not my stomach anymore, on my left where it should. So I'm being seriously injured and decayed from that as well. I haven't even had as much as a stethoscope stuck on me from a hospital to help me to check anything out in 3 years, 3.5 years since this all began. So, and no matter how much I've been proving my words about this taking place to me, it has done no good. My legal rights, my medical rights, and my human rights have been taken. Criminal stalking, and because of the R&M, they are all well aware of what I do, what I say, and my movements as well. And I know a lot of people who hear that might start to assume craziness or whatever, but it's 100% fact. My dog was even given cancer. My dog Runt is in the process of being murdered as well, was given cancer, just like my mother was given cancer from it. It was being used on her, and I talked about it. I have videos to prove this, and what the outcome would be from it would be her death to make it look age and health related. And I was proven 100% right. It caused her tumors, it caused her cancer, and it took her life December 20th, 2020. And while Billy Wooldridge was stalking her, when she was being stalked, he was calling her mom. And the reason was because he was told that he and I were switched at birth. I am 50 years old and he is in his 70s, I believe. There's no possible way. No possible way. But he believes it because he is so delusional and psychotic. And because I have this being shit being used on me by so many different people and deforming me so much. Oh shit. See, I completely lose train of thought sometimes from this. I'm getting clicking right now in my damn left ear. And I've had no surgeries. I've had no neurological problems prior to being shot. I had no physical problems or anything else prior to being shot by XOPP chief back in 2019 before all this started. I was physically good. I was physically healthy, mentally healthy, spiritually healthy. I was trying to improve my life and I was trying to help others as well. And then after this began, I was shot and my medical problems began and then all the bullshit lies against me started. Nothing. All completely nothing. It is gone. Especially on the right side of my head and my face. Within the last 12 hours since yesterday, I have pictures on my Facebook to prove the different changes I have been through in the last, just within the last 12 hours alone. So, to show and prove that this is no hallucination. OPP are also involved with the murdered and missing as well, human trafficking. They allegedly, with Blair Hardy, allegedly have um, a meth lab in Tweed, Ontario. They are drug dealers. Blair Hardy is a drug lacer. He's guilty of drug lacing, rapes. He tried to rape a woman here in the building that I live a year or so ago, not in my apartment, in a different apartment. But it was a while back. And now this person has gone from a drug overdose. And he laces drugs. So, how too convenient. Good way to commit homicides, lace drugs, give them the ones who are known as drug addict junkies. So when they overdose from them, nobody will be any wiser of it that it's actually homicide instead of an overdose. Isn't that right, Blair Hardy? You are pure filth. In one way or another, I will see every one of you pieces of shit garbage pay for what you've done to me, for which you're responsible. I am the end of my bloodline, as I have stated. And with this being done to me, that makes you guilty of murdering an entire bloodline by doing this to me. And if I share any DNA with Blair Hardy, Billy Wooldridge, Tyler Lake, Jason Van Alstyne, or anybody else I previously named, there's going to be even more serious fucking consequences. And that is no threat. I am more than willing to have my father exhumed to prove this shit. This is how serious this is. So I am more than willing to prove or to have my own father exhumed to prove shit. This is beyond fucking serious. Sorry for cursing, but anyway, I am going to get off here. I'm going to go make a coffee. And as much as it's as hard as it's going to be because I have no feeling or stimulation in my head, and except for electricity, it's going to be hard. But I want to say I hope everybody has a good night. Be safe.